What up, internet? It's Tega with the Tech, and I'm coming at you with the third episode of 10x10, the show where I keep it 100 with you and do breakdowns and rants about current topics that's on my mind. Now, in the background, I'm playing the remastered version of Mark of the Ninja. Shout out to Clay Entertainment for the free upgrade, and today's topic is E3. So, if you've been living under a rock, E3 stands for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It is the biggest video game industry event of the year, and this is where all the big developers and publishers go to showcase all the biggest titles, the upcoming games, the big trailers, and pretty much everything you look forward to being a gamer. And it was established in 1995, which means this year will be year number 25. Now, the biggest changes this year is that EA and Sony will not be holding their own press conferences this year. So that means you will not see them on the big stage. You will not see them holding their own hour-long press conference. EA will still be there, I think, but Sony has opted out of E3 altogether, which leaves us with 5 companies showing off their best of the best. So expect to see Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Nintendo, and Microsoft. So my main reason for this video is to just keep y'all updated on a little bit of info. It is now June, so that means E3 is right around the corner, and I want to pretty much get y'all hip on what to expect from these companies. So let's start off with Bethesda. They probably took the biggest L of 2018 because Fallout 76, that wasn't it, man. That wasn't it. Wasn't nobody asking for an online Fallout game. That was your first mistake. And then on top of that, the story was weak. Nobody cared about it. It was big and empty. The whole story was told through audio logs, and it's just plagued with bugs on top of bugs on top of bugs. So I hope they don't go into E3 thinking they're going to give us any updates about Fallout 76 on how they can improve it, or any future expansions or add-on content that they're planning on doing for it. Let's just not talk about Fallout 76 at all during this year, because you have plenty of other games to look forward to from your other developers. You got Arcane Studio, which is responsible for the Dishonored franchise. Maybe they're working on something new. You got Tango Gameworks, which is responsible for the Evil Within 1 and 2. Maybe they're working on a part 3 possibly, or something new entirely. And then you got your games that's already been announced, like Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein Youngblood. And let's not forget about the 2 biggest games that you guys announced in your last conference. You have Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6. 2 games that people are insanely excited for, and we only got 5-second clips of it. We don't have a cinematic trailer. We don't have any gameplay reveals. Barely any information on neither one of them. So I feel like for this E3, that's what you need to focus on. You have a huge Elder Scrolls fan base, especially with Skyrim. It came out in 2011 and people are still playing it to this day. To this day! Like, seriously, you need to capitalize off this name. Even with the Elder Scrolls Online, you have the Elsewhere expansion coming out pretty soon as well. So we need at least a little snippet of a gameplay segment when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6. People been waiting for it. It's been too long since a main Elder Scrolls entry. I feel like this one will really cement you guys at the top of the ladder if you go ahead and expand more on the Elder Scrolls. Everybody's looking forward to it. Even I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Like, I enjoy Skyrim, so I really feel like you need to capitalize off that. Show us a new engine, because man, that gameplay is stale. It was really stale. So hopefully it runs on a new engine. I know it's gonna be beautiful. I'm not denying that at all. And with Starlink, just give us like a cinematic trailer. Give us a trailer that focuses more on the story. I'm not expecting a gameplay reveal. So the least you can do is just give us a cinematic trailer that introduces us to the protagonist, the antagonist, and just kind of leave it at that. Moving over to Square Enix, their last conference was really disappointing. It wasn't really nothing worthwhile talking about. So they need to capitalize off their 2 biggest titles right now as well. We don't need anything Tomb Raider. We're done with Tomb Raider right now. Let's focus on something else. I know that's your bread and butter, but I don't need another Tomb Raider game right now. I'm still trying to catch up to the Tomb Raider games I have. So, but no, nobody is looking forward to a Tomb Raider game. I know that's like their flagship game when it comes to showing off the graphics and the engine and all that good stuff, but people are really looking forward to that Final Fantasy VII remake. and that new Avengers game. So Square Enix did promise that there will be a reveal on June 10th. E3 this year starts on June 9th. But they're having a reveal of the Avengers project that they've been working on, and they really need to capitalize right now. In-game is still at an all-time high, so you need a great game reveal. We've been waiting so long. I feel like we've been looking forward to this game for about a year or two now, since they first announced that they were working on the game. So it's going to be nice to finally put a face to the name, and hopefully it's good. There were a couple leaks that got out recently, but it was nothing too concrete. It just said that you can play up to 4 players, single player or co-op, and I'm just really hoping it's not like a online only game, like, you know, a pay to play type of game, a service game, whatever you want to call it. It just needs to be a solid single player game with online capabilities to where like you and your friends can hop in, hop out. You guys play as a team of 4. I don't know what type of game it's going to be, honestly. We already have Ultimate Alliance 3 coming out for the Switch, so I know it's not going to be too similar to that. So I'm kind of intrigued about it, and it's good to hear that we're finally going to get some type of reveal. So yeah, looking forward to that. We don't need any more Final Fantasy VII announcements. Just give us a hard date on when Final Fantasy VII is coming out. Give us a hard date and everybody's going to be happy. We already know what we need to know about it, and that's that. Moving over to Ubisoft. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now, Ubisoft has been on a winning streak back to back. Everything that they've been coming out with, I've been loving it. They've been delivering it, and I've been enjoying it. So what we know so far is that they have 3 unannounced AAA titles that's in development right now. So I don't think it's going to be Assassin's Creed because they're kind of on that 2-year release schedule now. And I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, so I won't be too mad if one of those titles is in development or whatever they're going to announce. I'm really liking the new gameplay mechanics and everything like that, so I'm always pick it up. That's a for sure pickup for me. But what everybody's looking forward to is a brand new Splinter Cell game. Please don't make this a remaster. Just promise us a new game, give us a trailer, do something. The hype is real for Splinter Cell. Everybody's been asking for it for the longest, and Ubisoft will really take over E3 if Splinter Cell is announced. They need to get that. I love the Watch Dogs series. Well, the first one was y'all already know. Y'all know how everybody feel about the first Watch Dogs, but Watch Dogs 2, they came with it. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm really hoping that it's a Watch Dogs 3. That's been a rumor for the longest, saying that Watch Dogs 3 is going to be in the UK. So I'm pretty sure that may be the big mainline title right there. So far, a Watch Dog title, a Splinter Cell title, and I don't know, maybe just a brand new IP. Like, I feel like that'd be good. It'd be refreshing because I don't want another Far Cry. We've already had that, so I don't think that's going to be a huge announcement. I don't care about the crew, so that doesn't need to be there either. I don't know. I feel like a new IP would do it justice. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I guess people really like For Honor. I wasn't really into For Honor, but I wouldn't be too mad if they announced the second one. Or maybe I don't know, maybe a Prince of Persia reboot, you know? Well, I don't know. People kind of still on the fence about Prince of Persia, so yeah, I don't know where they can go with that, but maybe just a fresh new IP. So I want to see Splinter Cell, I want to see Watch Dogs 3, and whatever brand new y'all come up with. And maybe spend a couple minutes talking to us about the Division 2 updates, because I've been playing Division 2, I've been loving it, but now it's kind of getting stale because everybody reaching the cap. There's nothing really to do. So I'm gonna need y'all to kind of speed up those updates a little bit. It's getting kind of stale, and I don't know, it's really not like another good looter shooter out right now. So maybe spend a couple minutes talking about the Division 2 and then show off a brand new game or something. Ubisoft can't really do no wrong right now. They've been on a good winning streak, so looking forward to that conference. Moving on to Nintendo. Their conference can pretty much go anywhere. I'm pretty sure they're going to focus on Pokemon Sword and Shield, the 2 new titles coming to the Switch. All they really have to do is just show some more gameplay footage of probably new Pokemon, show some evolutions for the starters. What else? They have Animal Crossing, so that fan base is pretty huge. They're just looking forward to a new title, period. So you don't have to do much there. Just show off maybe like a cinematic or something like that. We got Luigi's Mansion 3 to look forward to for the Switch. You got the Link's Awakening remake. Whole bunch of stuff going over there at Nintendo. They got a brand new game coming out called Astro Chains. That looks pretty good. Game Freak is working on a game called The Town. That game also looks pretty good. I mean, Nintendo got a lot of titles, so it won't be hard for them to kind of impress everybody. Plus, they already announced their cloud service that connects all the games together. They have a Pokemon Sleep Tracker coming out, and they're working on a mobile game called Pokemon Masters. So, I mean, Nintendo can really come out of left field with anything they want at this point. They got a whole bunch of exclusives, whole bunch of things that they're already working on that they talk about in all the other Nintendo Directs. So, I mean, Nintendo, just show up and do what you do best. Now, let's talk about the big dog, Microsoft. Sony will not be at E3, so this is your year to shine and take away the show. The ongoing joke about Xbox is that there isn't any good exclusives outside of Gears and Halo, and people are getting tired of that, so don't show it. I mean, don't spend too much time on it, but don't make that your primary focus. Maybe show us some Halo Infinite gameplay so that way we can get some hype for that. I'm pretty sure it's still some diehard Halo fans out here, even for Gears, but you guys bought all of these game studios. It's time to show off that you guys have exclusives in development, and why should someone pick up the next Xbox? We're right around the corner for like the next gen consoles. There's been rumors that they could come out as early as next year or 2021. So if you're not going to focus on a console reveal, then focus on showing us brand new games from all these developers you've been hyping up for the longest. This is your literally the expectation is low. You have no competition in this area, so it's time for us to start seeing all that hard work pay off. Show us some Xbox exclusives, maybe show us a console reveal or talk about some specs, something. You literally have the floor to yourself, so it's your time to show us what people been waiting for. I don't want to see Microsoft do bad. I don't want to see any company do bad, because at the end of the day, they're all doing this for the betterment of gaming. I want to be proud and say that I own all consoles and play them all in a healthy rotation. So show us all why we need to buy the next Xbox. Show us those exclusives, and I promise people are going to be talking about Microsoft all year long. And that's all the info and expectations I have for y'all today. I recorded this on May 31st, so if I get anything new before E3, I will definitely keep you updated on my social media platforms, and all of those will be posted below in the comments, so make sure y'all go there and give me a follow. I will definitely appreciate it. So now it's time to get the housework out the way. When is E3? When are all these conferences being held? Well, don't worry, don't leave yet. I got you. I'm gonna lead you out the proper way. And just a small disclaimer, these times are in Eastern time, so make sure you check your local time and make sure that you're going to be able to watch. So let's get started. On Sunday, June 9th, we have Microsoft at 4 p.m., Bethesda at 8:30 p.m., and Devolver Digital at 10 p.m. Monday, June 10th, we have the PC Gaming Show at 1 p.m., Ubisoft at 4 p.m., and Square Enix at 9 p.m. And last but not least, we have the Nintendo Direct Tuesday, June 11th at 12 p.m. And one more thing before you leave, these are the big games that we know so far that's going to make an appearance at E3. So we have Anthem, Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Control, Cyberpunk 2077, Doom Eternal, Dying Light 2, The Elder Scrolls Blades, FIFA 20, Halo Infinite, Madden NFL 20, The Outer Worlds, Psychonauts 2, The Sinking City, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stranger Things 3 The Game, Super Mario Maker 2, and Thrive 4. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, share. Y'all know how the internet works. I ain't gotta tell y'all. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. We out.